What's up, guys? My name is Ali.
My name's Marco.
Welcome to MareckProductions to Westworld, episode 6 of season 1.
Yes.
But before we start, or before we do the recap, we have to have a little bit of discussion about, a bit theories. It was commented on episode 4, yes, from Sherry Hoffling, because she has few theories. I mean, general theories, from fans and maybe our own too. The stories we're seeing aren't happening simultaneously. Some are from the past.
What?
Like the scenes with William are from the past.
Who's William?
Logan's friend.
Who's Logan?
The two dudes who came on episode 2 from the train. They arrived.
Oh my god! Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that might be the past.
Okay. And that's why she's seeing herself? Maybe? In the future? Probably? Could that be? I have no idea.
Maybe, I don't know, man. Like, it was so well edited, the scenes. The scene where Dolores shot, this bandit, Stephen Ogg.
Yeah.
I don't know the character's name. Because she remembered the Man in Black.
Mm-hmm.
And then she flew the scene, she took the horse and just went. And then we saw her meeting up with William again.
Yeah.
I thought that was the same scene, but it might not be the same scene.
Yeah. Could be. That was really from the past or the future.
The scene where Dolores shot Stephen Ogg was from the future, from the present.
Yeah, and that was from the past.
Yes.
Could be.
But it was so well edited that I thought that she shot that dude and then came to William.
But I thought about that because that was really, they weren't in the same place at all. Right?
Who?
This William, or who it was, and the Dolores. Where were they? I don't even know, because it's very hard for me to get where they are at some point. I don't know if they were at the same place, or Dolores could have really made it in time to William. Yeah, and that could be then. It really is the path.
I don't know. I don't think we can know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was well edited.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And there are a few other reasons to think that. One of the reasons are the logos. I don't know if you have, really looked at that detail, because it's really a tiny detail. I looked at it, I didn't care about it. I thought they just changed. They just used 2 logos.
Yeah.
But which company uses 2 logos?
I don't know.
No company.
Yeah.
No one does it. Because at the scene where William and Logan arrive, they have this big screen and Westworld. It's, there's a Western scene and Westworld. And the Westworld logo is different.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know.
The new logo is like W and 2 lines beside it. And the old logo was a bit different. It was a bit more. And another thing was, they talked about it's not really a reason or to think that it's really there are 2 timelines, but Logan and William were talking about the place, this park, Westworld, and they were talking that the people who run that place have money problems, and they talked about with business, like Westworld in the future seems to be doing really well. They don't seem to have money problems, because look at what Ford does.
Yeah.
He's
always
he's doing completely something new. You have to have money for that.
Yeah.
And that might be
the past was still from
Arnold's time.
Arnold, yes, where he was leading the park.
It was, Ford always said 30 years ago. With Arnold. And that could be 30 years ago.
Yeah.
When Arnold still existed.
Arnold was really have financial problems, and then Ford took the company somehow. because maybe he was like the boss.
Yeah.
And then he somehow managed it to like get the company,
Yeah,
or he bought it or something like that.
I also think if that theory is a little bit, I mean, with Arnold and Ford, it's true that Ford probably killed Arnold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a long talk about one theory.
Or Arnold is still alive somewhere in the park. I don't know. Or something like that. I don't know. Yes.
Second theory is William and the Man in Black are the same person and we're watching his first and last visit.
We didn't catch his name yet.
No.
Could be.
I was waiting when they met up with Ford, you know, when Ford was in this.
Yeah.
I was so waiting for his name, but he didn't say it.
That's a good theory. I never thought about that, but that could really be because they are like they look a bit like the same person. When you really look at them, like the facial area is like a bit the same. I don't know.
If they are the same person,
yes,
he changed a lot. Because at first he didn't want to kill people, he didn't really want to play the game, and now he's completely in the game.
Because he maybe saw in the past what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
And now he wants to change it.
Exactly.
And he all this time he couldn't, but now he has like a plan to do this.
Yeah. He seems to be very rich. And William, in the last episode, I think it was in the last episode, we learned that William is vice president, executive vice president. That's a pretty high position.
Yeah, and he was there for like 30 years, right? And that was probably explain the past and future thing and everything.
He also probably became executive president, not vice, but he the top rank.
And then the scene with that would be amazing. That's why he wants to warn her to like maybe go in the past. I don't know. This is hard. This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
This has so many.
Yeah.
Arnold and Ford are the same person, and Ford had to kill Arnold, his younger, more idealistic self, to avoid going insane.
Huh. Yeah.
I don't think that.
No, I don't
because
think
the picture.
Yes.
When the picture is just a hoax, you know, a red herring, then I cannot say anything about that. That would be cheap. But I hope not, because I don't know, that's like, for me, that's a cliche, you know?
Yeah.
I had to kill my old self to become this one. This is just, you know, I don't know, it's just cheap.
It could be, yes. It could be, but
yeah, it could be,
I don't think it either, because it would be like to, you know, when Arnold was like this younger himself.
Yeah.
And he was like, not care about money and just care about the hosts and to like make them more human-like and I don't know, he cared too much about them and then he saw that the park is like dying and that he can't pay anything anymore and then he's like changing. Like it could be really,
it could be, but I hope not. I
hope
not.
I hope not too.
Bernard is a robot.
We didn't we talk about it?
I think we mentioned it that he might be a robot.
We did
or
talk
something.
about it, yes. I don't know. I think maybe he is because he is like talking to like Dolores so much because I think she knows what he's going through or she knows and he wants like to make her like himself. Maybe.
But that would mean that Arnold's plan with making or creating consciousness for hosts happened because Bernard seems really conscious.
Yes. And that's what I think. I think Arnold made like this Bernard. And Ford doesn't know that Bernard is a robot.
Yeah.
And with Bernard is like the one left or Bernard is like a version of Arnold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He made him like himself. He wants to like live in this robot.
He transferred himself to Bernard or to Could be. And the next theory is also very well to what we said right now. Arnold's consciousness lives on in either Dolores or Bernard.
Yeah. I don't think Dolores. It could be because she's like the oldest mom, of course.
Yeah.
But I think
it would be
if she really does, she's too much influenced by all the people.
Exactly.
I think when she was really like the consciousness of him was living in her, then she wouldn't need this because she's all she knows everything. I think it's when it's someone, it's Bernard.
Yeah. The little boy Ford encounters in the park is Ford's copy of himself.
Maybe his first visit in the park. Could be, but that was
But wasn't.
He's very old. I don't think that the park was is around about like 60, 70 years.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Is it though?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's it.
There are more. Those are just the ones I can think of. Thank you so much for those.
Thank you.
This was
pretty
enough, I
interesting,
guess. I don't know. Could all
we
be...
really thought about so much stuff.
Yeah.
Some of them were like parts in it, but really that's good. That's a really good basic, for theories. And I think one of these theories are really right. Or maybe all of them.
Definitely. Yeah, all of them.
No, yeah, maybe. Okay.
Okay, small recap. What happened last episode?
I don't know. I think we saw like Dolores is now really after the maze.
Yeah.
With this guy with all the, how it's called, nitroglycerin.
Yeah.
In inside him.
Nitroglycerin. Yeah.
In the train. With William.
Oh, by the way, do you remember the scene in the train where the camera kind of panned out, zoomed out, and you said like we wondered where are the guys?
Yeah.
I said maybe it's shot from backwards. It's not.
Yes.
And that was so weird. Maybe she was. That. I don't know what was happening there. It cannot be a mistake. A movie, TV show mistake. It has to mean something.
Maybe she it's like
only
like
saw
really
her
future
herself?
past or
I don't know.
Something
Could
like
be.
that. Maybe she recognized that she did this.
Yes, in the past.
Did this in the past.
Exactly.
She wasn't like successful. Or
exactly.
Like that.
And now she's redoing it.
Yes. With
to
William.
Go to the maze.
With William.
But
if like Ford or the Man in Black is like William, then it couldn't be because like the past would be the younger William and.
Yeah, but she just would remember the trip with William, and now she would be doing it by herself.
Yeah, exactly.
Deep stuff, man. Deep stuff.
It's really.
What else? This hooker.
Yeah.
Woke up.
What's
and
her
wanted.
name?
I don't know.
I'm really bad at name with Westworld because, I don't know which character is like main and which not. I know Dolores is a main character.
Ford.
William is a main character now. Ford is a main character. Bernard is a main character, and this Man in Black.
Yeah,
that's the only one I can really think of right now.
And Lawrence.
And what?
Lawrence, the guy.
Oh yes, yeah.
He is definitely a main character. He plays a big role.
He never dies.
I don't know what's the hooker's name. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But she wants to talk with this butcher, with this doctor, more or less.
Yeah.
They left Logan behind, William's friend.
True.
I'm trying to think what else happened in the last one, but I think we covered. Yeah, and this doctor
Dolores like saw herself the whole time.
Yes, true. She was
like
tripping.
Really past, future. Yeah. But that's about it. The 10-minute orgy.
Very true. That was so. Yeah, I want to talk about that.
That was completely unnecessary.
Exactly. It was a bit that it felt a bit forced.
Yeah.
Like let's throw a bunch of naked people and I don't know, like.
Yeah. Yeah. It shouldn't have been like 10 minutes,
know.
but yes. Why not?
Force. And he brought this dead that bird back to life. This butcher.
Yeah.
I don't know what he wants to do with that. If he wants to, really promotion or something, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know what that would. We knew that they can like bring, well, like can people make their life longer?
Yeah,
everything. But did we know that they can bring people or birds and animals back to life?
That's the question. Was it a bird from the park or was it a real bird?
Was it a host bird?
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. If it was a real bird, that would be
crazy. So many questions.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
I think we just.
Hopefully, they will be answered. At least a little bit of them will be answered in this episode.
10 new questions.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good.
That's what
Okay,
I like.
Let's go.
Let's go.
This was done by someone down here. It did occur to me that it might be you. But then I remembered that you've been here forever, and if you were gonna sell us out, you would have done that years ago.
I appreciate that.
Instead of our hosts going insane, they are being used for industrial espionage. Does that make this a glass half full or half empty type situation?
We're engineers. It means the glass has been manufactured to the wrong specifications.
Did you see it? There was a logo again.
That was the old logo.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, look at it.
Look at that. Science. Show me where. Check these against the new system. These are hosts that aren't registered with the new system.
Isn't that the church that Dolores always sees
Yes.
in her visions? Is he building that?
I have no idea right now. That was Dolores.
Yeah.
Everything you do, it's because the engineers upstairs programmed you to do it. You don't have a choice.
Nobody makes me do something I don't want to, sweetheart.
Yeah, but it's part of your character. You're hard to get. Even when you say no to the guests, it's because you were made to.
And you're like them, not like me.
Right.
This is just a cheap trick. I've run a brothel for 10 years, and if there's one thing I know, it's when I'm being fucked with. This can't possibly... You can't. I can't.
Maeve,
I'm telling QA. I'm doing this for your own good.
You're not going to tell anyone anything.
Fuck! You can't hurt me with this. You can't hurt anyone.
Can't I? Turns out your friend here is a much more talented young man than anyone gave him credit for.
What the fuck did you do?
Calm down, Sylvester. I know all about you. I don't need one of those things to know what you're thinking, because I was built to read people just by looking at them. To know what they want before they do. And I know that you want to fuck me over the first chance you get. But you shouldn't. Everyone has something they want. I could help you. Or I could gut you like a trout. But I won't need to resort to that. Because despite what's in here, we're not so different. Are we? I'm close to finding our saboteur. The tracking data you gave me, it's time-stamped. But once I cross-reference it with sat tracking, we're gonna figure out who programmed him to try to smuggle out our data.
Excellent. Any progress on the inquiry I sent?
Yes, Mr. Lowe, I've got the information you asked for. As expected, there are neither guests nor hosts registered in that sector.
As expected.
It's been designated off-limits for future narrative development.
Have any techs visited Sector 17 recently?
Checking. No one.
So in this sector, no one should be.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Arnold?
Who's Arnold? And who the hell are you? Boy, is this some friend of yours? But you're trespassing.
Freeze motor functions.
Daddy,
freeze all motor functions.
don't hurt him! He's just lost.
Well, he can be lost on someone else's property, can't you?
That's enough.
They don't respond to voice commands.
They do respond to mine. Come here, boy. Turn the other cheek. See what our new designs gained in efficiency, they lost in grace.
How are they still operating after all this time?
I maintained them myself.
So,
Well, Roberts,
this is Ford.
tell me all about your day.
Are you filing a complaint, Mr. Sizemore?
I am declaring that this park is my stage, and I shall do with it what I please.
Well, I suppose now is as good a time.
Yes.
Is Teddy friends with Wyatt?
Did you know someone?
You don't know me at all.
And who is Wyatt?
Yes, who is Wyatt?
Get our horses in gear and move on.
That's what I thought.
Elsie?
I identified the satellite. It's one of ours.
What?
It's a fucking Delos satellite. Whatever we're onto is some heavy shit. Oh, get this, that bicameral system you told me about? I think that's what they used to hack the woodcutter. The voices our hosts have been hearing, I think someone's been broadcasting to them.
Not now, Elsie.
Don't hang up. I hit pay dirt. I found the person who was smuggling out our data. It was Teresa Bernard. But she's not our only problem. There's something much bigger going on here.
I'm gonna have to call you back.
Your attribute matrix. It's your personality on a 20-point scale. Like coordination, you got a 5, you're clumsy as hell, but a 15 means you're an athlete.
What's this one? Bulk apperception.
Basically, overall intelligence.
14.
14's as high as they let any host go. You're in a management position, they want you to be smart.
But not too smart.
You run a whorehouse, not an orbital launch facility.
Fine. I'd like to make some changes.
We can't do that. You'd need a behavior login. And even then, any changes we make would just get auto-flagged, so.
So, Teresa was using the old bicameral control system to reprogram the woodcutter. But she's not the only one. Someone else has been using the system
The woman.
for weeks to reach
He was
out
talking to.
Which hosts?
I don't know. Several of them. It had to have been the older models. The newer ones don't have receivers, but these modifications, they are serious. Changing loops, breaking loops. Some of these changes are to their prime directives, Bernard. They could lie to us. Maybe even hurt us or the guests.
Who issued the modifications?
I don't know. The best I could tell, Arnold.
He's dead.
Yeah, well, he's a pretty fucking prolific coder for a dead guy. Whatever argument he was having with Ford, it doesn't seem like he was done making his point. I'm gonna transfer all the data and bring it to you. You need to see this.
I'll be in my office.
Okay.
Yeah, she makes it.
Someone told me to put it out of its misery.
Who told you?
A voice.
Whose voice?
Arnold. He told me it was a killer. It wasn't its fault. It was made that way. And I could help it.
Help it?
If it was dead, it couldn't hurt anything anymore.
Now, last but not least, what was it? Bulk apperception. Let's take that all the way to the top. Please.
What did they do?
He's now smart as fuck.
Dear boys, we're going to have some fun, aren't we?
Wow.
Yeah.
There was a second episode that ended with her.
Yes. So
She's playing a bigger role.
Yeah.
You know what?
No.
I'm actually really glad that I'm editing this because it gives me insight.
Yeah.
And some things I didn't understand, I have to admit.
Yes, and
I can
me too, and I don't understand the shit.
Yeah, I will tell you. Oh, man. Nothing was answered and 10 more questions, dude.
Yes, like I said.
I love it.
But like the theories were like, made more clear a bit, right? More like really, things you can, think about when you talk about the theories. This where he was with the old logo. That was like the old
system,
the old creation, whatever, or just like, where they controlled everything. I think maybe Arnold isn't dead.
It seems like he created
maybe
himself.
Yes.
And now he lives on with his memories, with his original memories.
Maybe he is in the computers or something like that.
Yeah, which would be the same, He could be in a person. I mean, in a host, in a computer, wouldn't matter.
Yeah, when he's in the whole computer, he can control everything.
And apparently he's still coding, so
yes,
that's nice.
That's why I think it.
Teresa is doing some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know what she's doing.
This is interesting. We should discuss about that in the next one, because then we have you have more stuff.
Robert himself as a kid, killed the dog because Arnold told him.
Yes,
that would mean that that Robert knows now that Arnold, still exists, more or less.
Yes. This is so weird.
Well,
yeah. That was a great episode.
It was a freaking good episode.
Yes. And I can wait for the next one.
It was awesome.
We'll see us there. Bye.
See you guys next time. Bye.